We got our first time,
46 badges. Badge upgrades with this guy.
We got our first time this year.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Why the fuck did our...
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah. I'm like, why the fuck I get the leg in? This nigga here, one calling. For real?
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's get it.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
This nigga here really, these niggas here really tired.
A give right side now to Hunt. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown.
This the longest run I ever fucking broke with Kareem Hunt for a fucking touchdown. Let's go.
Touchdown here of the
2K really, I mean not 2K, but Madden really punishing this nigga. They got this nigga, they got his speed, his speed and agility and shit. All his stats is good, but they got the nigga like,
they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
You know, badges.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go watch Power real quick.
I ain't watched the episode of that whole this season. Oh, this season?
First carry for James Conner.
I'll watch it eventually.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Played him before. Is he good?
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Jeremy Jacobs.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He worth some points, though, from the list I was looking at.
Dalton now to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Yeah, I just seen it because
Dalton here from the gun. And he's got his man. That's Landry. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Get ready. Get ready. Regular. 90 is the mic. You didn't want this. 90 is the mic. It's a party. It's a party.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
I be playing reckless sometimes.
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Set. 19. To the court. We won it. Come to mom. That's how we won. Go. Go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Nigga got that aggressive.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Watch the whip.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's complete to Meredith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
19. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st down, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. So 55, Mike, 55. Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Watson throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on first. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Dalton, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let him know. 36. No. Off. General West.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Going deep for Moncrief. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Nigga got ginger at quarterback. Just realized that.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check 99. He's checking. Crash. Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
My nigga finally
breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing?
Damn.
Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Shit crazy.
What is that? 19. Squeeze, double. Come to the forward. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hold the look.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
59, 31. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hunt, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
In real life,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They brought that nigga back twice.
100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From just shy of midfield, Watson steps away to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I'm going to run you. Run you over.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They run right side with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
55. Check 55, Mike. I'm on.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Thomas, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
55, right there in the middle, 55. At 24. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
55, eat. 24. 49, check 49, check 49. Down and go.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. At 24. Mike 55, Mike 55. 54. He can't hang. He's not. Joker. 54. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill.
Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
The final act of the first half. Dalton. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
Who you
right?
playing?
I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, takes us from second to third down.
Like a nigga won't get on
that
their
pass was
ass.
incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A fourth down gamble with Dalton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
God.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy.
They call holding
no
after a
what,
nigga
though,
made it through.
You can't hold
like
him.
4 yards up the gap, bro.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey, if you kill him, motion me out. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's hit.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
I guess
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Safety's creeping. 55. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. 54. I'm coming. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Watson just beating the play clock. And
Oh, my God, he dropped it.
incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Damn, my kicker that sorry. We can't make it from the 39.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Houston. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
He trying to get Juju on that streak. He already got me on one of them ones. I ain't gonna lie. Up the goddamn scene. Call me snoozing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. So Dalton now.
Oh, there's a pick.
That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Oh, my God, that's a pick.
Able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw here, Dalton setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
Decline. I will decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. This will be Dalton again.
Oh, my, bro.
A good 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
They let me run right past it. I'm over here trying to time the fuck out there.
Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU.
Like
now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, he dog. He dog food. He dog food.
To throw again, Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. And it'll be Dalton again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, wahoo!
I ain't gonna stop now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. And he's got
this nigga Reed got brain, bro. Oh my God, Reed got burned.
Pittsburgh.
Good play.
Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown.
This nigga Reed like a 93, 94.
They're now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point put through by Boswell. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Raiders have extended their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Gotta go, Stokes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go,
at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Check. Hey, check 24, check 24. Alert. Let him go.
On second down now, it's Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he's in.
Let's go!
Houston. Jordan Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point ends up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
fuck. He just
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
That's right.
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Eli! And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
That's why I put that boy at safety. I knew you were going to try that streak again. I knew you were going to try that streak again, boy.
Just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Oh, my God. I found the
so now he's equal his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Yeah, late hit, ref. Damn, ref.
Down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity.
This one's in the
From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a give, right side. Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check three.
I'm gonna catch him slipping right here, Tim.
Watson off play action.
Oh my God! Goddamn!
Touchdown, Houston!
Touchdown!
Jordan Thomas there to make the grab, and the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Buddy.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Another nigga worse something.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, straight up though. I'm glad he said something about that.
At the line to start their next drive, and his defense
y'all niggas ain't gonna play,
their
bro.
second timeout.
That niggas is trying to actually play this.
You can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Shit just simple as fuck.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Fights through and now a crease. He's at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They're going to run again with Snell. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This will be taken about the 12. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead, barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Texans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And, you know,